Again, Bruno Fernandes pulled.
And he had to score another hat-trick is buzzing. But I think the team needed that, after Sunday and, some previous games. But we did well tonight and, yeah.
4 great goals, as you mentioned there, the perfect hat-trick. Which was your favourite, though?
First one, I think, was my favourite. My right foot was a bit of a swinger, but just leave that one. But the first one, probably.
Well, the celebrations didn't end there. What about this man getting on the score sheet too?
Yeah, everyone was buzzing for him, Obviously, he's been a Chelsea fan his whole life, trained with us, puts 100% in every day, so yeah, everyone's buzzing for him.
Yeah, well, Alfie, you tell us, what did it mean to see that goal net ripple for the first time in front of the Stamford Bridge crowd?
Yeah, it was crazy. I joined in the attack, but not really I do, but the one time I saw an opportunity and just concentrated and just smashed it as hard as I could and it went.
His eyes lit up.
No, we saw that, the smile. You couldn't wipe it when the ball was going to the centre circle again for kick-off. Just tell us what was going through your head. We could see it in your eyes. It was a dream come true, wasn't it?
Yeah, like every time I've been here as a fan, look up and you see the replay of other people scoring, and then seeing myself there is just a dream come true for me and my family.
Did you sense early on there was an opportunity there today to really do some damage?
Yeah, like I said before, after the previous games, we needed to come out and show something. And I think from the first minute, we've shown what we can do. And yeah, it was a good performance tonight.
I suppose on a night like this, everybody wants in, don't they? And we saw that with the penalty. It looked to be a little bit of a disagreement over who was taking it. What can you tell us?
Nothing. Obviously, other players wanted to take it, which is understandable. The game's 4-0. But, I'm the penalty taker and I wanted to take it. So at the end, I took it. But, yeah, I think we're just trying to show everyone wants to take responsibility and stuff like that. Maybe it was a bit over the top, the argument and stuff, but everyone just wants to win, help. So, yeah, it's nothing major. We're laughing and joking about it, but, the gaffer has told us now.
Yeah, I did wonder, was it something that the managers just mentioned in there?
Yeah, obviously we've all spoke about it. We've come in and brushed it aside kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess it says a lot about the determination of this side, though, and that result does take you 3 points behind Manchester United in the fight for those European places. How deserving are you as a team of European football next year, especially with performance after that?
Well, this season's been it's been inconsistent for us, so we've had some poor performances, but then again we've battled with the big sides and done well and got some good wins, so we'll just need to take each game as it comes and see where we finish.
And just finally, how many more levels do you think this man has next year?
I think he can keep going and going. You see him training every day. He's the best player and yeah, keep going.
Yeah, well, congratulations, Cole. Once more, you are the player of the match. Imagine you've got a few of these now, haven't you?
Yeah. Thank you.
There you are.
Well done.
Yeah. But yeah, listen, when you get a result like that, you think, should we be praising the team who've won or should we be heavily criticising the team who've lost? Because when you're involved in a game, certainly when you lose 6-0, there's certainly a lot you can look at and point at and point fingers. No one should be really losing 6-0. They haven't gone down to 10 men, that. And certainly a Sean Dyche team. Because sometimes you'd accept with a certain team, you never accept getting beat 6-0. But if a team's a really offensive team and they just have a bad day, they're caught all over the place defensively and they make mistakes, it can happen. But when you're a team who don't actually score that many goals, don't create too much, and you pride yourself on being tough to beat, to go somewhere and lose 6 is shocking.
Cole Palmer, of course, is going to get the headlines. The perfect hat-trick inside 28 minutes tonight, then the penalty to really wrap things up in the second half as well. In the way that he took that first goal, you can't think of too many English players that would show these kind of touches, can you?
No, and I absolutely love him. I mean, I think he's fantastic. And listen, fair play to Chelsea. This is actually a great goal. Everton were pressing really hard, pressing high up the pitch. But look at that space he's got between the lines. That was there too often because Everton pressed high. They were really aggressive. But that's skill to go past Branthwaite. And the thing I love there is not just lashing it. Great players always look like they've got time. He's got the ball on the edge of the box and he looks like he's got all the time in the world. He's got people throwing themselves in front of him and he just places it past the England goalkeeper there into the far corner. I mean, this goal, his second goal, I mean, Dele analysed this brilliantly at half-time, and that when you've just got that goal scorer's instinct, you know where the ball's going to drop. He's the one on the move. Look, he's there before anybody. The goalkeeper can do better, of course he can. But you actually watch where Cole Palmer starts. He's actually on the edge of the box there, wanting actually the pullback for his shot. But look, he's on the move. 2 or 3 Everton defenders around, and who gets on the end of it. And
gets the left foot, gets the header, and adds the right foot as well. The first perfect hat-trick of this Premier League season.
Yeah. I mean, that's some finish there on your weak foot. It is. Because, listen, you can look at the goalkeeper. He's had an awful night, but control with the right foot. It's just got that little bit of curve at the last minute to make it come back on it.
I know this is a tough watch, isn't it, Dele?
I've told him I'll take all the goals. I'll do it all. But listen, Jackson, he's mentioned the half-time. Brilliant skill to bring it down. Unfortunately, because of what happened in the second half over the penalty, I don't think too many people are going to remember this goal when they think of him in this game, because I think what happened second half was just ridiculous considering the position that they found themselves in. But that was a fantastic
Let's
goal.
have a look at the incident that led to the penalty first of all. And then we'll get on to the actual what happened when the penalty was given. So it was this on Cole Palmer that we're informed was the reason the penalty was given, not that from Tarkowski.
Yeah, you see the referee there. He just points at his right. He puts his right arm out initially when he plays the advantage that there was a foul, and he tries to play advantage. Initially in here, I'm sure the Everton players are incensed. Look, he's pointing over the right side because you think it's a great challenge from Tarkowski. I think we were all a little bit bemused why, but
just catch his heel there.
Yeah, he catches his heel. It's definitely a penalty. There's no doubt about that. And it is a big, strong challenge, but it is a good challenge.
So Cole Palmer at this point is on the deck. So then it becomes a bit of a wrestle initially between Noni Madueke and Nicholas Jackson. Gusto, I think, finds it quite amusing to start with, and then there's this little conversation that ensues before the experienced player in the Chelsea ranks comes and gets involved, and that's Thiago Silva, because he thinks this is probably a little bit all unseemly, boys. We're winning comfortably.
It's daft. I mean, come on, lads. I mean, Pochettino's going to get asked about this after the game. They've just won 6-0, the best result of the season, a great night for everyone. And then Cole Palmer now gets up off the floor.
And then you see Conor Gallagher as captain say, right, Cole Palmer's on penalties. He's scored 8 out of 8, incidentally, this season. And Noni Madueke's been successful as well. I don't understand why Jackson then goes and gets involved again.
I mean,
Dele.
For me, this is them showing their age. I think, I'm not there at the training ground every day, and I don't know who's their designated penalty taker, but from as far as I'm aware, in that last big game, when it was last minute and the pressure was on, I didn't see them all fighting to take it then. It's all right when it's 4-0 and you want to get on the score sheet, but if you want to get on the score sheet as a striker, don't try to do it 4-0 when it's an unpressurised situation.
Some managers leave it for the players to decide on the pitch. Have you experienced that before? Have you been a part of a team that's the case?
No, I think it's always sort of settled before the game.
It wasn't Spurs,
it was when you play with Harry Kane.
Yeah, I think it's it's a shame because they did have an amazing night, and it's a shame that this is what's happened and people are going to be talking about this rather than just their amazing performance. But I'm sure they'll settle it. I'm sure Pochettino will speak to them about it, and they'll.
It didn't put Cole Palmer off. We've seen previously, think of some high pressure penalties that he has taken for Chelsea already this season, and there he goes. Pressure because of the circumstances leading up to it, I suppose, but it does make it 5-0 and now takes him level with Erling Haaland. 20 for the season, which is extraordinary, Dele. Could you have ever imagined this in his first season, moving from Manchester City, that he's hitting these kind of numbers?
I'll be lying if I said I expected that. I think we saw the quality he had at City. Obviously, they've signed a lot of players from all over, and it's a guy who's been playing in the Premier League that's come and that people are talking about. I think he showed his quality. Definitely showed it tonight, unfortunately. But he's an amazing player, and yeah.
And there's talent as well, not just in the young players that they bring in, but young players that come through the academy as well, like Alfie Gilchirst, who we've heard a lot about already. He's shown a real fight in some of his performances, and here he is showing some quality. And he seems